Hey everybody, Garth Brooks here, and blast off to the music universe.
Hey everybody, I'm Gary LeVox. Blast off to the music universe.
All right, hey everybody from Caesar's Palace. We are here. We talked with the big man himself, Garth Brooks.
Oh my gosh, it's always a pleasure to meet and see Garth, and we're excited about the shows as well.
I cannot wait for tonight. We're going to see plus one, plus twice. We're going to see tonight and on Saturday. Really excited. We're going to have two shows. We'll write up about them.
Yeah.
And we interviewed him, got a couple of minutes with him one-on-one. But first, I want to start with the question I got to ask him at the press conference, and he came this close to my face and said, "I remember you." You'll see it. Here it is. Hi, I'm Matt with the Music Universe.
Hey Matt.
Question is, how has this show evolved? How has the creative process for Plus One evolved since you agreed to do it with you?
Yeah, first of all, we met before, and I got
sir.
to see you on Inside Studio G a couple times too. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
for your volunteering on that. How this is different from the Win Show? That's the main thing for me, because I don't want to come out and do the Win Show again. I love the Win Show, but the Win Show was the Win Show, right? So I'll tell the people tonight, I can't just do the Win Show all over again. You know, born in '62, Dad was a Korean War veteran, Mom was a singer. So I think I'm going to be born in 1983. Start it tonight, kind of get a little younger, be good. No, I don't know. I think the way you do it is bring the band, because the one thing that was missing in the Win Show was the muscle, right? When you sit here and you sing and everybody gets to come in and you're here, that's great. But when you want to play Call in Baton Rouge, and everybody loves the fiddle on that, it's here now. So it's pretty cool. It's like a real expensive car. You can get as quiet as you want and as smooth as you want. You step on that gas, it's going to get loud and it's going to get hectic. And that's what we want. I want to try and take you through the roof. Then I want to try and drive you through the floor. Then I want to try and take you through the roof again. I want you worn out when you get out of here, because it's only fair. I'm worn out when I get out of here. So I want us all to feel the same thing.
You know, what I love about Garth, and I don't know how he does it, is he can remember faces and names.
Yep. Yeah, it's what they call an eidetic memory. So that was really cool. And here is our couple of minutes with Garth Brooks.
Matt had the joyous occasion of being at your stadium show when you announced Killer Live.
Yeah.
Is that potentially coming this year?
We're not this year, but we are on it. We'll grab a lot of it from the Vegas residency,
I was about to
too.
ask that.
Yeah, it's too good of a room. So you can do it, and it's the perfect size crowd, because sometimes in a stadium crowd, when they start singing or talking, you can't understand them because there's so many voices. This is the perfect number of voices where they'll be clean, pristine, pure. They'll sing along. This is so hopefully, we're hoping this is going to be the source of a lot of that album.
Through a complete, just odd confluence of events, I ended up at 10 stadium shows last year.
Oh, cool. Well, we did a lot because of the pandemic the year before. Lost a lot of them.
Mostly because there had been friends I hadn't seen in years that we all got together at your shows. And that's one of the things I've noticed about a Garth show is there's camaraderie around the
100%.
music. And I'm wondering, do you notice that from the stage? Do you see those faces?
Yeah, because people do interviews and they want you to say what you're best at. And I'm going to tell you right now, hands down, the Garth Brooks crowd is the best crowd of any. They're great. They leave a stadium in better shape than when they came there. They're wonderful. But what I love is they come there for each other. And you see it. We saw it. Where'd we do the, not where'd we do, but what was the award we did in D.C. For the writers? The Gershwin? The Gershwin, thank you. So we do the Gershwin, Democrats on one side, Republicans on the other. Halfway through Friends in Low Places, you can't tell where one line starts and the other one. And that's what music does. And so that's what I love about not only playing music, but playing music for that specific crowd. They love each other, even though they're not from the same place.
And one final question. You kind of teased on Studio G the other day that...
Me tease something on Studio G?
I know. I think you get in trouble a lot.
I call it Easter eggs with Garth.
Maybe some stadium dates. Could Baltimore or any of the canceled dates perhaps be any of those?
No, but thank you. I do owe Baltimore, and I do have a rematch with Detroit. I'd love to get that too. So those things are out there on the fringe. But if you ever read an anthology, it'll be said in every one by somebody different. If the guy says he's going to do it, it might take 20 years, but he's going to get it done. I really want to get that done. Those are great cities. But no, the one we're talking about we'll announce soon, but it's not there.
Well, we will report back after we see the 2 shows. You can read about them on themusicuniverse.com.
From Garth in Vegas to Gary LeVox in West Hollywood, we are heading into the Troubadour as Gary is going to be taking the stage very soon here as his 13th show of his tour.
Of his Get Down Like That tour,
Yep.
so named for his single that's almost a year old. Came out August of last year, and there's a new single coming out in July. And,
As he teases us.
Yes.
in
Try to get
his-
him to tell us more, but he can't.
And some other surprises too that he can't tell us. So, super cool. Ahead of the Troubadour show, we actually chatted with Gary on his tour bus. So, here's that interview. Well,
We are here with Gary LeVox. Gary, thank you for having us on your tour bus. This is an honor to be up here with you.
It's so good to have you guys.
Thank you.
So this is lucky number 13 on your tour.
Yeah.
How's it been going?
Man, it's been crazy. It's been awesome. It's been amazing. Every night's been incredible.
Yeah. Are you doing a good mix of your solo stuff and Rascal Flatts?
Yeah. All the Flats hits and some of my stuff, some covers. It's fun. It's a good show. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And we're talking about the Troubadour here in West Hollywood. What's it like to go from the big shows like an arena, a stadium, to a club like this?
You know, it's been great, especially on the solo tour. It was so weird with how our career took off. So we started off wanting to do that, then we jumped on the Toby Keith tour, then we went Brooks and Dunn, then we went to Kenny Chesney, and then we started headlining. So we kind of skipped over it. And so when I went on my solo tour, I'm like, you know what? I've hit all the big bucket list stuff, but I got to go back to where we started. So the Troubadour tonight is going to be so special, and I'm pumped to be here.
Very cool. Well, that's what we hear from a lot of the acts that get to play various size arenas. Is it's great to have that number of people, but there's nothing like the intimacy of venues like the Troubadour, where they're right up on you and you can feel them as much as they can feel you.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, it's where you start. When you start playing clubs and you start all that that intimacy and all that stuff. So it's nice to just have those kind of moments again, and it's nice to have some hits to be able, because usually when you start off, everybody's just going, "What are they singing?" And then now you got some hits and like, "Oh, I know what they're singing." So yeah, it's really cool.
Have you found that with these intimate shows that it's even maybe a bigger sing-along, it seems, than the bigger venues with everybody?
Louder.
Yeah, louder because they're closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's it's all of it's fun.
So let's talk about your music, your writing process as a solo artist. How does it differ from with the group, or does it at all? And how do you approach writing as a solo artist?
It doesn't really differ. It all starts with either a story or a melody, and something's always going on up here. And just, I live in a town where some of the greatest songwriters in the world are, and I'm just, I'm honored to have those outlets, and I can just call somebody and go, "Hey, man, got this idea, and I think you and I could kill it," and that kind of stuff. So the process hadn't changed. It's just real life stories, and just like to tell it with a melody.
Yeah. And you've gotten some press releases lately saying you have new music out.
Yeah, so my current singles Get Down Like That, and then July 21st my new single will be coming out, and it's a collab with somebody that I'd love to tell you about, but you're going to have to wait till July 21st.
Oh, come on, break it here,
I
Gary.
can't do
Break
it. I
here.
can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, I'll tell you who you collabed with at the Ryman. I was not at this show. I was at the next night, but you came out as one of Ms. Carly Pierce's surprise guests on her first night of her Ryman 2-show semi-residency sold-out
Yes, sir.
situation. How did that come to happen? Who called who and made that happen?
Carly did. Carly called. She was like, "Gary, I'm doing a show at the Ryman. It's my tour." And so Carly opened for us, on tour, and I was like, "Girl, and I love her. I love Carly as a person, her voice. So proud of her success." She called and she was like, "Hey, will you do it?" And it was funny because I was playing the Opry, so I did the Opry, and I was like, "No, thank you so much, Grand Ole Opry." Jumped in the car, went to the Ryman, and jumped on, did the encore with her. So just I'm so proud of her and love her. And I got to present her with the CMT Artist of the Year award. And so I'm just so proud for her success.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Nashville a couple of years, and the camaraderie there is just like insane.
Yeah. Everybody wants everybody to win, you know.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I've been in the Ryman, so it's a wonderful room, and the Troubadour is wonderful too. I've seen a show or two there, so I think you're going to have a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
You said, and you're going to keep that place rocking because it's more known as a rock club than anything.
Yeah. And I got some of that in the repertoire tonight.
Yeah, cool.
So we're gonna kill it.
One song I know they will string you up if you don't do, and this is one of those questions that I've had for years, ever before I got into doing this. That if I ever got to talk to you, I'd ask you this: is "Life Is a Highway"? I know they will string you up if you don't do it, but so many people have done that song before you guys. Did you ever think when you recorded "Life Is a Highway" that it would become the version that is like gonna be out there forever? Because it is. We were downtown, not downtown LA, we were in Hollywood, and we were in the Funko Pop store of all places, and we're walking out of the Funko Pop store, and those recognizable opening bars, here it is, and it is the version that gets played to this day.
Yeah, it's funny because people go, man, I could not believe you guys wrote "Life's a Highway." It's like we didn't. Tom Cochran did, it was. I had no clue it was going to be like that. John Lasseter, the head of Pixar, came out and came to a show, and because we were on Lyric Street Records, the Disney's country label, for the first 10 years of our career, and then John Lasseter's out. John wrote Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and all that stuff. So he was like, "Here's the idea." He's got these index cards. He's like. The car comes out. The car's a person. The car comes out the truck. And "Life's a Highway" starts. And I'm like, the song "Life's a Highway"? I said, "Are there verses to it?" And he goes, "Yeah." the only thing everybody knew was "Life is a highway, I'm gonna ride." Yeah. So I'm like, okay, and had no idea it was going to turn out to be as big as it was. Forever, my kids thought that the only thing I did was a duet with Justin Bieber, the Hannah Montana movie, and the Cars movie. It's the only thing they thought I'd ever done in my career.
I had no idea you did all this.
No, nothing. No, 3 things. That's it.
Well, kids don't look at their parents, I guess, like that.
Out of the mouth of babes. So yeah,
exactly.
Crazy. The other question was, LeVox, obviously the chosen last name to mean the voice. It makes me wonder, when did you realize that you had an incredible voice, a very distinguishable voice, and anywhere you are, your voice when you hear it?
I never even really thought that ever, really, and I thought I could sound like people on the radio, or felt like I could, do some runs and that kind of thing. I was just always inspired by great singers, and it just kind of sunk in. I think sometimes God gives you gifts, and because it was just I don't know. I'm just glad that I stayed the course, and here we are.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to tonight, seeing you there, and I know the crowd is, and I know we got to get going because you have some fan stuff to take care of. But Gary, thank you so much for
thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Real quick before we let you go, that single coming out in July, is that maybe a precursor to a new EP, new album? What's the rest of the year look like for you musically?
I'm gonna do that single, and I'm gonna do another one in the fall.
Okay.
And then next year's gonna be banging, and I wish I could tell you, but I can't again.
It's all right.
Kind of lot cheers.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you. Really cool talking with him on the tour bus. Can't wait to see the show. We were so overcome with trying to get out of there and then get over here to the Troubadour because they're a little bit of ways from it. And then we went to eat. So we're out here in front of this beautiful greenery because we forgot to do something out front of the tour bus.
Yeah.
So
and we don't have our microphones right now. So
you can hear the cars whizzing by. And
you're going to hear some
whatever
background
else.
noise. But
it's not a trip to LA and Vegas if we don't do one video where we're doing this.
Yeah.
Selfie mode.
Yeah. And we also hit up Amoeba. We got some cool stuff there.
Got a signed always do it right. You can't say camaraderie. I can't say sign Shania without saying SH first.
Yeah.
Shine Shania.
I can't say camaraderie when I'm in the middle of an interview, but apparently I can whenever I'm not thinking about it.
Isn't it funny how that works?
Yeah, because I said that in the car on the way over to the Troubadour, and you
He
started
goes,
laughing.
I can't say camaraderie for nothing. And I look at him. and he
Start
goes,
laughing.
damn it!
You got a cool signed Shania CD, which I
And
had,
what
I had ordered.
all did you get?
Don't remember everything, but one was a signed Hal Blaine Wrecking Crew Blu-ray, and anybody that knows
You took a picture of it, so put the picture up
drums knows he's the go-to guy in Hollywood. He's part of the famous Wrecking Crew from 60s, 70s, and 80s. So really cool. It's not a certified autograph, but based on the research the Amoeba reps did, and of course we looked it up. Looks pretty official, so really cool. Glad to pay a little more for that to have that in my collection.
So it's been another really cool. These trips, they start out as quick little weekends. Okay, we'll do Thursday, Friday, Saturday for Garth. Then it's, okay, we got the press conference, so I got to fly in Wednesday. And then, okay, we get Gary. So, okay, you're not flying out till Tuesday. These little weekend trips that stay weekend trips in my mind, but I know I've been here a whole week.
Yeah.
It's been another fun week. Garth was fun. Trying to corral your daughter after Garth was fun.
Yeah.
Let me tell this story.
Well, my arm's getting tired, so make it quick.
So we're at the Coliseum, okay? And the Coliseum's lobby is very narrow, and it's like a horseshoe. It's like this. And for whatever reason, because of that design, the bathrooms aren't next to each other. Men's room's over here, women's room's over here. Our phones are still locked away, so we have no way of contacting each other. You go into the men's room. Your daughter really has to pee, so she's looking for the women's room. Well, it turns out it's all the way, got to walk all the way around. It's on the other side of the little horseshoe of the lobby. And you're in the bathroom. You don't have your phone. I don't have my phone. She doesn't have her phone. She takes off running. I got to get her to stop so that we stick together. And because it's all the way on the other side. And I get stopped by this woman. She goes, "Excuse me, sir. Do you know how I get my phone out of the yonder pouch?" I said, "Well, the ushers have these little magnetic machines. They slap and open." She goes, "Oh, okay. And I've lost your daughter."
Right.
I've lost your daughter at this point. But she comes back into my line of sight right as I finish talking with the woman. So without breaking eye contact with the woman, I yell, "Jesse!" And this woman goes, "Oh, okay." As if, I picked a moron to talk to.
Well, she wouldn't be too far from that.
No, that was, we've been busting up about that.
Well, it's bad when you tell me these stories and I'm driving, because it never fails. I get told some type of story,
And he cackles like,
and I can't see because I'm crying so much.
yeah, we have fun.
And 11 o'clock at night, with a 4-hour drive ahead of you, it's great to relieve some of that tension. But
because I get to sleep
tired.
and you drive, I feel like I'm on a tour bus, actually going from one gig to the next. If you think about it,
Yeah.
covering shows is our gig.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been fun.
As
you get
of
a
now-
break from me in person until July. I can't
No,
do this
August.
to you.
August.
I can't do
August,
this to you.
and you're not going to
until
do it
August.
again. That's as of now, but you know us. You never know what may come up. More shenanigans this guy's going to pull on me. I'm going to say no.
And then you'll say yes,
I'll say
because
yes.
your daughter will bug you, and it'll be an adventure. So until the next time, for the Music Universe podcast, I'm Matt.
And I'm Buddy. Thanks for listening and watching. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on social media at The Music Uni. Check us out at tmupod.com and the news and concert reviews, themusicuniverse.com. Take care.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Garth.
Thanks, guys.